is a short film about how to edit the ticket buttons on the page headers on the Kempton Steam Museum website. So when you log into WordPress, this is the view that you're going to see. You're actually in the dashboard, if you see in the top left here, dashboard view. What we're going to do is just hover over Kempton Steam Museum there, top left, and click on Visit Site. So that's going to load the website. It's going to bring us to the home page. If we actually try and edit the buttons now on the home page, it's painfully slow because of all the video that's running. So the first thing to do is just go and find any other page that doesn't have video on it, but has the headers, like this one, and we can go from here. So there's an edit page option there. We're going to ignore that for a minute. And what we're going to do, top center here of the edit bar, there's this option, Enable Visual Builder. So I'm just going to click on that. And that's now put us into edit mode on that page that we were looking at. And you can see as I hover the cursor over the header here, I've now got this green box around the header, and I've got this button, Edit Header Template. So I'm going to click that. Now what I can do is go to one of the buttons and click on that. I get this little toolbar, and I'm going to click on that second icon there, the little cog. So this is going to take me into the text settings, and this is the text box for the button. This little tab here is text, actually shows me the HTML with the formatting. If I click just on this visual tab, then you can just see the raw text that's going to appear. So it's in the font here is going to be formatted, so it will appear up here, and I can actually, if I edit that as I'm going now, you'll see that actually changes in real time. There is an option here for a hyperlink. This is actually the editor, general editor for editing text. So if you were doing like a large text page with embedded hyperlinks, you would use that. But because this is a button that we're editing, we want the whole button to respond. Then actually we're not going to put the hyperlink in here. If you see at the top right, we've got this little arrow. I'm just going to click that. That's actually shrunk the text section, and you can see underneath now we have a section called link. And if I click on the arrow next to link, that expands the link section. So now I can put the URL for my ticket page into this box here, or this field here. Underneath you can see I could actually specify if it opens in the same window or in a new tab. Our default is always to open in the same window. So then once I'm finished, I just click the green tick at the bottom there, that's saved that. I do the same with this other button. Those are both the buttons then that appear on the desktop. If I scroll down a little bit, you'll see here these are the buttons that appear actually on the mobile version. I'm not quite sure how it works, it just does. So you just do the same thing to edit one of those. Click on the button, you get the grey bar, click on the cog, you get the text, you can view the HTML, go back to the text, shrink that little window, go into the link and change the hyperlink. So if you want to save, if for any reason you want to edit without exit without changing, then obviously hit the red one there. Once you're happy that you've done that, you can actually come up to the top bar here again in the middle top here. You've now got Exit Visual Builder, so I'm going to click that. And I get the option to save and exit. If I do save, that will actually put my changes live. So for now, I'm going to discard. But that's going to take me back to the home page in normal view mode. And so now I can just click on these and double check that my edits have worked. And obviously I would get my mobile phone out as well and test it on there. So that's all. There'll be a couple more films about how to edit the slider on the home page, which is over here. So the way that these this slider, how that changes. Obviously, if you wanted to change the button here, that would be exactly the same as we've just done. Yeah, so how to edit the slider. There's a slightly different way of doing that, and I'll do something on uploading files and creating new pages, putting stuff in the menu. That's all for now. Bye.